I saw you tweet yesterday that you were ready if need be. Was that legit?
I mean, if they give me the opportunity, yeah, that's legit, for sure.
Did you call them? Did you say I'm ready if this fight calls?
No, I didn't call them, but you know, if they need a replacement, then I'm here. You know what I mean? That's why I came out here to kind of put my face out there as the next guy in line.
Have you been told that you are in fact the next guy in line?
I haven't told that I'm next in line, but I mean, who else would be next in line? I mean, Weidman, maybe, but I mean, he's coming off 3-1. You know what I mean? I'm five out of 6 in my last 6. So I'm the most. I mean, you know, I'm one of the most active middleweights fighting the top 10 middleweights in the world. So I've been winning. I mean, I lost a few against. I lost 1 against Weidman. You know what I mean? But out of my last 6, I've won 5. Not counting the no contest.
Are you hoping Whitaker wins because that makes things a little easy? Like there's no rematch?
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, Yoel missing the weight. I mean, if he wins, it kind of just, who's he going to fight? Himself? He's going to fight the #1 guy? That's himself. It kind of messes things up in the division a little bit. But, you know, if Whitaker wins, then the bus just, the wheels just keep on rolling, you know what I mean? And I feel like I would be next. But if Yoel wins, then maybe there'll be a trilogy fight. Who knows?
A lot's been made about this early morning versus afternoon weigh-ins. I'm curious which one you prefer, considering yesterday Dana was adamant he wanted to go back to the old.
Right, and well, he looks pretty adamant, and I think he's pretty set on going back to the old ways, which kind of sucks because I actually like the early weigh-ins. Even when I was fighting at welterweight, I was like, all right, I get to weigh in the morning. But you know, I feel like he's gonna punish all the fighters that have been making weight, and then reward the fighters that have not been making weight. That's how I feel about that situation.
Is it easier to make weight in the afternoon? I mean, that's what I guess the claim is.
Well, you just have more time to cut the weight. You know what I mean? Which I understand. That makes sense. You just have more time to cut the weight if you do it later in the day. But I mean, we get the fights months in advance. You know what I mean? We should. You know what I mean? I mean, I've missed weight. You know, I'm not one to criticize, but like we get the fight months in advance.
Dana makes it seem like fighters have said to him that they like the afternoon. In your recollection, are there any fighters that you've talked to that said, I like the afternoon ones
No,
better?
every single fighter that I've talked to about that has said we like the early weigh-ins.
Kelvin, you ended up being Michael Bisping's final fight. Obviously, he retired just recently. What are your thoughts on that? You know, kind of being one of the last guy to face him and kind of his career now that he's retired.
Yeah, well, I feel like Mike was gonna retire anyway. I feel like he was pretty vocal about it. He's like, yeah, I got maybe one more fight. I think I want to retire in London. But he took that fight in short notice, and it ended up bad for him. And I think I don't know if it was because of the knockout or whatever, but I think his other eye got a detached retina, so that kind of played into a factor as well. But I mean, Bisping was pretty vocal about retiring after the GSP fight anyway.
Yesterday you worked, not yesterday, last week I believe it was, you worked for Fox.
Yeah.
Retiring Woodley.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was cool. Yeah, no, I mean, there's no rivalry between me and Woodley. It's just more of a competitive rivalry. You know what I mean? Nothing personal. He was really respectful. I was respectful. Everything was fluid.
I'm just wondering, are you cool with the media these days? I know you were upset recently with the media. There was
some guy that, I mean, there was some guy that made a story that was partially not true, and it just really bothered me. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Just like there's good people in the world, there's bad people in the world. Just like there's good journalists, there's really bad journalists.
Just jumping back to the Yoel weight miss, what was your take on that? I mean, were you just shaking your head when you saw him do this yet again for a title shot to come in?
Yeah, well, that's 2 title fights that he missed weight at already. You know what I mean? So I mean, shaking my head a little bit, but I mean, at the same time, like, I've missed weight. You know what I mean? Who am I to criticize?
Who do you have in tonight's fight?
Tonight's fight in the main event?
Yes, sir.
You know what? This one's such a coin toss that I have no idea. Everybody keeps asking me, and I literally have no answer. Like, I've never been in such a dilemma in a fight. Like, who's gonna win? I don't know. It bothers me because I don't know.
If ends up winning and they want to do a third fight between the two, and the UFC said want to put you up with Chris Weidman again, is that something that you would be interested in?
I mean, if I must, then I will. You know what I mean? But preferably, you know what I mean? I would like to be next. You know, I feel like I'm the most active middleweight. I fought a lot of the top 10 guys already. You know what I mean? Where I feel like I've won 5 out of the last 6 fights. You know, Weidman's won 1 out of his last 4. You know what I mean? So what makes more sense? You know what I mean?
Cool.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks.